Yo, 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 what's good, y'all? Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I see it. I'm in that no thigh. No more shifting. Oh, man. Yeah. Got a top bunk, bottom bunk. I mean, so far, so good, man. Y'all know I'm doing my due diligence. Y'all see what's going on. You know, I don't play around. I don't care if it's for bathroom tiles. I'm sitting here cleaning up. But, yeah. It's that time, my boys. New truck, man. So right now what I'm doing, I'm cleaning up some spots where I know obviously nobody, it don't matter who comes through and clean it. Just think of somebody that have like 200 fucking trucks to go to, and they're not gonna just do detailed work. So I figured that they did the front, which is good. It's clean, you know. Like, let me show y'all. It's clean up in the front. It looks, you know, it looks showroom ready, right? It do, right? Until we get right up in here. Oh yeah. I don't know how the hell you missed that. All right? That's cigarette butts, Q-tips, straws. I don't understand how you missed that. But you make everything else look good. But you missed that. So yeah. So I'm just out here just, you know, doing my due diligence. And I'm going to tap in on reasons why I'm in a new lease, man. You know, I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Stay tuned.
You just hating cause I'm realer than you. My bitch better than your bitch and I got pictures to prove. And we so high up like we building a roof. I made millions out of nothing just from spilling my truth. Yeah, we still grinding like we got something to prove. Even though we got...
Yo, what's good, YouTube? Yeah, you seen your boys bald, and you know how that is when you get to that age, whatever. Alright. So, it's a little tight, though. It's been a long time since I posted a video. You know, life be life here. You know, I'm human just like everybody else, right? So, alright. So, as you can see, I'm in a new truck. Not bad at all, to be honest with you. I do miss Amy. I had to get rid of Amy. CRST having some changes, stipulations. I mean, come on, the economy is changing, so you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So the reason why I had to give up Amy, for those that don't know, my old truck is Amy, the white one. Okay, I still have her, which is my Volvo. I still got her. She chilling. You know what I'm saying? She chilling. Don't worry. She's about to go in the shop. You know what I mean? I wasn't rushing for nothing. Like I'm chilling, man. Like my situation is unique. I'm gonna just put it like that. You know, my situation is unique. You know. So why am I in a new truck? So my lease was going to be up in September, right, of this year, 2025, right? So, as my lease was going to go up, I don't want to put nobody out there, like, you know what I mean? I'm not putting no names out there, whatnot. My fault. This thing keeps shutting off, you know what I mean? I got the engine idle stuff. I have a override button, but it don't do nothing, so... If someone can help me out, you know what I mean, let me know. I just keep tapping the brake, but I just forgot that time. Anyway, I'm not gonna put nobody names out there, whatever the case may be, or whatever, you know, I'm gonna just speak in code. So I got word that, you know, find out, you know, X, Y, and Z, that, you know, look, that balloon payment, it ain't what it is. I'm like, I don't know, man. So I went ahead and tried to do my due diligence and try to talk to somebody, you know, about the balloon payment, right? They said, Mr. Dunn, whatever your contract is, it is what it is. I'm like, $31,000 is kind of steep for a truck that's, first of all, it's 4th gen, you know what I mean, of a Freightliner, and it's about to hit 700,000 miles. That really want to go there? They was like, That's what your contract said. All right, I'm not gonna fight with nobody. You know what I mean? So they said, listen, we could just put you in another lease before the payments go up. I said, oh, payments going up. They said, yeah, the payment's gonna go up $599 a week. Right now, my payments is $452. $452 a week. So I'm like, inflation, whatever, you know, they gotta do what they gotta do. There's more stipulations that's going down. Okay, I get into that after after this. So I said, all right, if your guy can't do X, Y, and Z type of deal, then all right, whatever. I got no choice. So they said, all right, we'll call you. I'll put you down on the list. Boom, they put me on the list. First truck they called me about had 500,000 miles. I had 500,000 miles and 1 year lease, same type of deal like mine, like the old truck I just had, and it was a 2022 of 500,000 miles. So I'm like, that's kind of steep. You know what I mean? That is kind of steep. So she like, yeah, I know. You don't have to. You know, I got 3 other drivers that might want it. All right, cool. Go to the next. So she called me last week, Thursday. Said, hey, it's done. I got a truck. Got 352,000 miles. 2023. You know, they got X, Y, Z amount of. They got 3 years and 7 months on the lease, whatever the case may be. And you can go ahead and, yeah, if you want that, it's out there in Carlisle next to you. You want to grab it? I said, you know, yeah, I'll take it. You know, after I was just sitting here thinking, I'm like, you know what? I know CRST gig. When it hits 700,000 miles, when the truck hits 700,000 miles, it's hard to sell, regardless. No matter what truck it is, they're going to put that lease payment up to at least what they think that you're going to do. Calculating the miles every week for whatever miles it is. Okay? Between 600 and 700,000 miles, that's a year lease. You get what I'm saying? Like, think about it. If you get a 500,000 miles, if you run hard the way they don't know. So between 600 and 700,000 miles, they're going to give you a year lease. Okay? Mine's 3 years, 7 months, it makes sense. You know what I mean? So it's just hard for them to sell it. Period. And I think that's what goes with any other company. So that's the deal. So I said, you know what? I understand. So I'm in a position, man, where I'm straight. Like, now I know people despise at least purchase, and there's some people that's alright with it. I'm cool. I make decent money. You know what I mean? You have good weeks, you have bad weeks. It don't matter if you're owner op, lease purchase, company driver, you're gonna have the same stipulations. But let me tell you the fact is that why I do lease purchase, right? For one, I pick and I book my own loads. That's one. I go wherever I want to go. Okay? Yes, I have a balloon payment. I mean, I got a overhead payment every week. Even if you're on an op, you still got an overhead. Regardless if it's insurance, regardless if you trying to if you got insurance, you got to put a little kitty to the side. Regardless of what, you still got an overhead. You know what I mean? It might not be as much. Yes, it might not be as much. But check this out. My overhead ain't even a lot every week. My overhead, I round up $1,100 a week. So $1,100 a week, you know? Yeah, I could be on right now and do the same thing, and yeah, that is the goal. That is the goal. But right now, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You get what I'm saying? I'm cool. What in a situation where I'm in, it's like, if something goes wrong with this truck, I got 20 cents a mile, right? Going to an account. That's something that, as an owner operator, you want to do anyway, right? So you just learning the game of what you should do as being an owner operator. You get what I'm saying? And I dig it. I fucks with the way it has CRCs doing it. Because when I completely be on my own, I do the same thing. Put 20 cents a mile away every week. You think about it, you do 3,000 miles, like 600 some change a week you put to the side. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. You get what I'm saying? Compared to what you can make between, let's just say between $5,000 to $10,000 a week. $10,000 be the most, you know what I mean? It depends what the load is and stuff like that, because you get paid by, you know, how much the load is, you know? Not by the mile. So it's kind of cool. I kind of dig with it. I kind of mess with it, you know? Anyway, I do it because it works for me, all right? I net every week between on bad weeks, like last week, I ain't net nothing but $1,100. Cool, I'm alright. Why? Because I knew I had you know, the holidays was coming around, and I chose the bull crap load so I could stay around. You know what I mean? But guess what? I still made a little money. I'm cool. This week, I'm not making that much money. Why? Well, I dropped my load up. Monday was a holiday, and Tuesday I dropped off for load, and then I had to hurry up and come to the terminal and exchange trucks, and it took 2 days because they took my trailer in. My trailer needed service, so I was down for 2 days. Things happen. You know what I'm saying? So when I grabbed this load that I'm currently waiting for, and I dropped this load off, right? When I drop this load off, I'm gonna net 15. I'm gonna net 15. Am I? I'm cool with it for right now, because I got personal things that I'm gonna be doing at home. Right? I'm cool. I'm gonna be doing personal things at home. You know what I mean? I'm cool with it. Oh, you could be making the same thing as being a company driver. Yeah, but I choose when I want to go home. That's what I like about it. I pick my loads. I know where I'm going. I know exactly what I could do. Like, you know, I'm booking my own loads. That's the purpose. Like, everybody's missing that. I book my own loads. You can't do that with every company, you know, as being a company driver. You know what I mean? You can't do that with a lot of companies, you know, that they got a load board and they just only got their own load board. You know what I mean? I can go with CRC load board, and I can go on that load board. I can go Truck Smarter. They all do the same shit, but at the end of the day, I can book my own loads. That's what you're forgetting. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I do it. You know what I mean? And if something goes wrong with this truck, you know, anything situation-wise where it's out of my hands that I can't, you know what I mean? They take care of it. CRC got you. And when my truck went down, they held the payment for me. And it's like, yo, we're gonna put that on the back end. You know, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? That was with the last truck, but I didn't even finish the lease, so I ain't gotta worry about it. You get what I'm saying? When my father passed away, they said, don't worry about the lease payment this week. You know what I mean? Just go take care of what you need to take care of. Sweet. You know what I mean? I'm cool. I'm cool. Like, you know what I mean? I'd rather do this for right now until I learn, because everybody want to rush and be an owner operator and get the truck and thinking that, you know, that's it. No. Being a full owner operator to me is having your own truck and trailer. You know what I mean? Being full blown on your own. That to me is really a full blown owner operator. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking away from nobody. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you can be an owner operator, have your own authority, your own truck, and then, you know, do the power only. Yeah, you can do that too. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely. You know, but when you truly have your whole setup, that to me is that's a lot. You know what I mean? Because not only your truck you gotta maintenance, you gotta maintenance your trailer. You know what I mean? And you know, that's my goal. You know what I mean? So I'm not in no rush. You know, and also my personal life. You know, I've had to take care of my personal life. You know, between my kids and home, financial situation, stuff like that. So I'm doing something what I enjoy to do, which is, you know, drive truck. And You know, I do have a truck. I own it. I don't own no notes on it. You know what I'm saying? And listen, let me tell you something. What they don't tell you. I was about to buy a truck last week, right? I was about to buy a truck last week. And I've always been skeptical of buying, you know, a truck because in the back of my head, I'm like, yo, they all gonna do the same thing. They're all gonna do the same thing. They're all gonna break down. You're gonna come to something, regardless of what. So I'm gonna go check out this truck. This guy was selling it at first registered for 15. I chopped him down to 9 grand. So 9 grand, he said, all right, it was a Volvo, had a Cummins, 500 horses, 13 speed. Clean, nice little blue truck. It was nice, it was clean. What I didn't like about it was just too short, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta have a little space, that's just me, you know, I'm a big guy, so I need space, I need room, you know? But it was a mid-top, it was a mid-roof because I was like, you know, it's convenient for, you know, fuel economy for a flatbed, you know? So I'm like, I might buy it. The pros and cons is that you got 2 trucks, you know what I'm saying? It's cash, and you got no notes. The cons about it is that it's gonna have the same issues on the truck, the same issue that you're gonna run into just like your last truck, okay? This is my situation. I said, you know what? He did a lot of seals work, like seals on his truck, but he has the same leak like mine. Now, why would you want to go ahead and get a Volvo? I said, well, you know, these trucks run strong. It's just people run them. I mean, look at the guy had that truck for 6 years. It did him justice. You get what I'm saying? 6 years is enough time to save up enough money to go get a brand new truck if you wanted to. Or get another, you know, a truck that you really want and fix it up and whatever, you know? I'm like, dang. So you know what? I came to my head, I said, you know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm going to put all my money into my truck, fix it up the best way I want it to be, and it could last me for 10 years. You get what I'm saying? She already got 2 million miles on her, but I got all the information about my truck. My truck got a top work done. You get what I'm saying? It previously got overhauled, but don't know how many years ago. No, like 2018. Okay? So we kind of like almost at a stage. Right now, it's just a seal. I got a little oil leak in the front of the infamous Cummins. If anybody know a dual cam Cummins or any Cummins, single cam, down at the bottom of the driver's side. Infamous. They always gonna bust. So I just bought the seal kit, $400. You know what I mean? I got somebody that's gonna put it in for me, but see, somebody can beat $5,000 for me to do the front end. And if you could, you can help me out. You know what I mean? Let me know. You know what I mean? Because I think that's a cheap price. You know what I mean? $5,000 just to go ahead and get my front done. Whatever. I got all the seal. I just ordered it. You know, $400 for the kit. You know, all the seal kit for the bottom and everything. And I gotta just get my drive shaft mounted, balanced. I got a new carrier bearing. I got a new oil pump. Man, I got parts for my truck for days, man. Suspension, like the shock absorbers. I got that. I got quite some stuff, man. I got quite some stuff for my truck. You know, so I just said, you know what, let me just go ahead and fix my truck up. So that's why I'm in the situation I'm in. I'm cool, I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm good right now. Like, I can sit here and cruise in this truck now if I really want this truck, right? Now let's go back to this truck. This truck overall is $89,000. The value of this truck for the year it is in the miles is $109,000. It's still a deal. I looked on market value my damn self too, so they're not lying. So if I really want this truck, I gotta pay $89,000, regardless now or at the end. So when it comes down to the balloon payment, when it trickles down to, let's say, 50-something thousand, you know, 50-something thousand, then the rest $31,000 for the balloon payment. That's what's going to equivalent to $89,000. that's where your balloon payment comes from. Okay, for the remainder. So I'm like, you know what? If I really wanted to stay, you know what I mean, in this truck now, you can pay it all. You can pay it all. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. I mean, she rides smooth. I ain't gonna lie. These new Freightliners, I've never been in the 23. I've been in the 21 and 22s, but the 23, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. They got the driver assist. Some people don't like it, whatever, but it helps you stay in your lane or whatever case may be. The turning radius is wicked. It's crazy. I got space in here. I mean, I could do sit-ups in here now. Cause the other truck, even though the stick was in the way, I couldn't really do much. You know, now I could do dips in here. You know what I mean? I could do push-ups on the bed. I could do push-ups here. I just got to widen my legs. Like, I'm cool. I'm good in here. So I'm coming to my. Yeah, there's bugs in here, man. Shit. They come through the vent all the time. So I'm in a good space, man, and I just felt like, you know what? Let's do it. Let me hop in another lease. Like, you know, what am I fighting for? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta come to your conclusion, man. What are you fighting for? You know. So also another stipulation with why CRST doing all these changes, inflation, right? So now if you trying to hop on board with CRST, no matter what, if you're experienced or not, you're gonna have a driver manager for 90 days. No matter what, 90 days. You're gonna be your percentage is gonna be 68% of the load. Okay, after your 90 days with the driver manager you're gonna have, it's gonna top at 73%. So if you already here and you already capped at 75, as long as you don't leave, you're grandfathered in. All right. So that's the new stipulations. And then the lease payment's going up to $599, something like that. $599. Let's just say $600, man. I don't know why they put $599, weird number. Other than that, that's pretty much it, man. Like I said, I've been chilling, I've been focused, I've been doing what I need to do, you know, for my family, you know, spending time. I've been, you know, chilling, man. Like this is what I wanted for me, my family, you know, a situation that could put me in where I book my own loads, I go where I want to go, you know, and just keep me busy, you know what I'm saying? Flatbed, I love it. I love flatbed. It keeps my body moving. That's what I love about it, you know what I mean? It's a construction hours. I mean, when you hauling steel, don't forget about it. Steel is like reefer, you know what I mean? Certain areas with steel, you know, you're gonna the facilities are 24 hours and stuff like that. But yeah, it is what it is, man. You should have made a wide turn. He gonna make it though. Other than that, stay tuned for more. You know, I'm gonna give y'all a little truck tour. I just literally got done putting her together and stuff like that, you know, in a way. So I tap in with y'all, you know, another video. Peace, love.